Howdy there, folks. Welcome back to the stream where it's me, Fluent Code, looking at just changing whatever I've got here. Where did I store that cover? Where did I store that image? Yes, I stored that image in here. So I have decided that it is only right and fitting that oh boy, that's a big boy image, that one, isn't it? Yeah. That it's only right and fitting that I actually give BattleTech another chance as I just try and do a little bit of post-campaign. It's been a game that served me really well over the last few months. I have actually really enjoyed streaming it. It's a very nice game to stream because it's not exactly concentration intensive. You can run a game of that and concentrate on your stream simultaneously, or at least you can focus on one and then focus on the other, and it doesn't demand your constant Twitch attention, as it were. So I'm actually quite enjoying in BattleTech. I think it's quite a fitting game for the stream. We've had a real blast with it. Let me just see. So I'm going to jump us into a game screen, and of course what I have to do is switch it to BattleTech. Oh, excellent. It has worked. Brilliant. So I'm going to jump straight in. We're in we're in the post-campaign area. We're traveling to Fagerholm, the brilliantly named whatever it is, to get on with what I believe is a flashpoint. Well, it is a flashpoint. So yeah, there's that. I've never done this. I've no idea what to expect from a flashpoint. So this is as much new as it is to me, as it is to the stream. So this should be quite interesting. I have heard that the flashpoints can be quite I don't know. I don't know what the flashpoints actually are, but I have heard they can be quite taxing, or possibly even quite frustrating for some players. But I'm actually really looking forward to them. It's a heck of a jump, I will tell you that, because we are now in the Free Worlds League. We have jumped quite some distance. And so, yeah, we'll obviously the map has all opened up to us now, since we've completed the campaign and defeated the evil directorate, who were, you know, being quite unfriendly. I don't think the Taurians particularly like us still, because I do believe that I am still on like massive negative reputation with them, and they basically they would be quite happy if I was to die. Well, speaking of which, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and take our Atlas II and give it a bit of a post-campaign refit. Now, I think that this bad boy is going to actually benefit. What? I mean, you look at this. This thing is just as heat efficient as you like. And to be honest with you, I could simply come along and change all of these weapons that it currently has for improved versions. Oh, hang on, that's right, you need to take that off, don't you? Oh, these are medium pulses, not medium lasers. Medium pulses, wow. And then I'm even going to drop some ER small lasers in there as well. Because we've actually saved money, saved weight on the large lasers. And then I'm going to also change out these LRMs. We're extremely heat efficient on this thing, to be fair. I think we would be better off with an LRM 15 doing that. Take that off. Take the SRM ammo off. I'm thinking actually LRM 15, SRM 6, but then move the ammunition because we don't want it in the bloody torsos, do we? So we'll heat sink down there. The AC-20 probably doesn't need to fire for 10 rounds, although it might do, to be fair. Heat sink, swappy heat sinks. And then the same for the LRM. We'll get rid of that one. Why am I putting LRM on it? It doesn't need an LRM. It just needs SRMs. 2 SRMs. Drop the LRM ammo. SRM ammo. What's that? Tonnage 1 slots. Yep. Right, we want to change the AC-20. The AC-20 is a bit weedy, to be honest with you. I mean, we could go for a big boy AC-20, which, to be honest, I think I might just do, because that is a bit of a bulldog there. 120 damage, plus a bunch of stability damage, and then we can max the armor, and we've still got 5 tons remaining. Now, I think that with 5 tons remaining, it might be an idea to even up the heat sinks and then maybe put jump jets on it. Actually, what have we got? We have got... Oh, no, we haven't quite got enough jump jets. Oh, these ones weigh quite a bit, don't they? Okay. I wonder if it's time to actually field an LBX. It might just be time to field an LBX. Right, so we're max jump jets. Is there... Okay, we're absolutely maxed armor. There is pretty much nothing else that we can fit on this bad boy. I am tempted to perhaps drop some of the double heat sinks for normal heat sinks, though. I don't feel that the double heat sinks are particularly necessary for where we actually are with it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one more in, take us overweight, strip armor, max armor, and then we've lost a little tiny fraction of leg armor there. There we go. That will confirm our big bad boy shotgun Atlas 2. Yeah, okay. Let's go back to the travel time, which we've only got a few days left, but we might just wait it out as the Atlas is repaired. So here we go. I have a highly delicate contract that requires your immediate attention. The task at hand is sensitive to the point that it cannot be discussed over an open channel. Meet me in the Duchy of Andurian and I'll fill you in on the details. Oh, nice. Light requirements. Oh shit. Well, we can certainly see what happens here. I wonder if we can begin this with our Crazy Daisy Lance. I think they might be telling us to go fuck off. Devinder Singh, Commander, before we begin, you must understand that the matters we're about to discuss are to be held in the highest confidence. You are not to repeat anything you are told today, not to anyone and not ever. Am I understood? We're professionals, Force Commander Singh. We know how to keep our mouths shut. Very good, Mr. Oliveira. I'll hold you to it. 6 months ago, an Andurian defense contractor called Black Caldera Defense stole a prototype battlemech, a Raven, from Hells Point Industrials on Cyan. In the intervening time, they have laboured on behalf of Dame Catherine Humphreys to reverse engineer it, presumably for the benefit of the Andurian military. Now, the Capellans are laying siege to Fagerholm, and they are on the verge of taking their prototype back. If they succeed, they will maintain unilateral access to the revolutionary new technologies that the Raven was built upon. For the sake of the inner sphere as a whole, that cannot be allowed to happen. I want you to find the Raven, recover it, and bring it back to me. What is this Raven exactly, and why is it so important? Damn straight it's important. It's an electronic warfare platform in battlemech form. Sensor disruption, ECM, a whole suite of game-changing technologies, all packed into the chassis of a single high-speed scout. As I said, it's still in the prototype stage. Even the Capellans haven't actually deployed a Raven on the battlefield yet, but they will soon enough. And when that happens, we're going to need one too. If all of this is true, why would you wait until the 11th hour to do anything about it? The Duchy of Andurian is a province of the Free Worlds League. You could have deployed troops to Fagerholm months ago. If we'd known sooner, we would have acted sooner. Regrettably, neither Dame Catherine nor Black Caldera Defence saw fit to inform us of their plans. Neither did they tell us when House Liao sent a fleet to Fagerholm to reclaim its stolen property. Indeed, they've done everything they can to keep us in the dark. If it wasn't for the watchful eye of Safe, the intelligence apparatus of House Marek, Safe is often derided as the least effective spy agency in the inner sphere. The meaning of Safe's name is shrouded in mystery. While the spelling is suggestive of an acronym, what it stands for has been lost to history. So the least effective spy agency has the most effective name. Nobody even knows what its acronym stands for. We would have no idea that any of this was even happening. Okay, we understand the scenario. Tell us how we can help. I want you to locate the Raven and bring it back to me in one piece. To that end, you will rendezvous with Bravo Lance of the 5th Defenders of Andurian. Their leader, Ombra, is a niece of mine, and she has operational knowledge of Black Caldera's holdings. We've been in contact, and Ombra has agreed to turn against Dame Catherine. She and her Lance are patriots. They know enough to prioritise the League as a whole over their own little corner of it. And you're sure that you can trust these people? As well as I trust anyone. Bravo Lance has seen the folly of Dame Catherine's ambition firsthand. 2/3 of their company has died to protect her secrets, and their own mechs are on the verge of falling apart. Ombra is a woman of integrity, but even if she weren't, Bravo Lance has ample motive to see this operation through. I've already agreed to repatriate them to Atreus when the job is done. I offered them a fresh start, and they were all too eager to accept it. Can't blame them for that. We'll rendezvous with Bravo Lance and see what they have to say. Very good, Commander. Bring me the Raven, and your company will be well rewarded. I'll speak with you again when your task is completed. Now, what's it going to say about my Lance? Do you think it will like my Atlas II? Do you think it will like my Grasshopper Scouts? Maybe not. Prototype. Here we go. Oh. Yes, I mean, that's a 1.5 skull. I don't think. Yeah, I've only got one mech. I've only got one mech that can actually take part, so yes, we're going to have to rethink this one. Let's have a look. Right, Battlemaster. That's a bit heavy for this. Black Knight. That's a bit heavy for this. Double Atlases. Maybe. No, hang on. Yeah, we extra Grasshopper. Bit heavy for this. Yeah. The Phoenix Hawk is in a good state. The Phoenix Hawk is in a good place, actually. Let's see what we can ready up. Maximum 55 ton. So we could put a Griffin. I think maybe let's ready up a Griffin. Haven't actually fielded a Griffin.
We'll see that it's prepped and ready.
Let us also ready up a Kintaro. Should we take a Kintaro? Hang on, we've actually got. We don't have to take them all at 55 tonners, do we? and I've pretty much never fielded a crab. I'd love to field the crab 27B, but could field an enforcer. Enforcer's a nice AC-10 platform. I might let's take mechs that we don't normally take, shall we? Or that haven't seen the usage. Now, which is the better one? Which is the better one to try this coil laser thing? I might see if I can... No, I don't want to... I don't want to scrap it by accident. PPC Carder? Yeah, I think that could be quite nice. And finally, I think I am going to take that Enforcer. Let's ready that one up as well.
Sure thing. We'll see that it's prepped and ready.
Okay, so that's going to give me a Phoenix Hawk. I might actually drop the Griffin, not run the Griffin. I'm gonna run a suboptimal Lance. Oh, that's painful to say. That is painful to say, but a suboptimal weighted Lance, that will be quite interesting, I think. So we are going to go and wait. Oh, no, I've gone to the store. I didn't want to go to the store, but while we're at the store, we might as well check the store, I guess. Okay, right, Yangy. Let's hit up these battle mechs that we were talking about. Let's see if I can refit one of these to take a coil. Which, if you're at all familiar with your, you know, good ladies out there who, oh my god, it can fit. Look at that. Right, so jump jets don't count, so we just use running. Everything is about running. We have no need for ammo. It doesn't fire ammo, does it? Strip armor, max armor. Holy shit, that could be the ultimate. I mean, it's widely regarded as being just a meme gun anyway, but taking the coil assassin into a flashpoint in my suboptimal Lance is probably rather foolish. I wonder if that's worthwhile doing. Do I do it to the detriment of taking, what does its unique system? Oh, it's an intercept system. It ignores +3 evasion, which is quite good. Howdy, by the way, Volt Charge. so it automatically ignores 3 of their evasion, even if you haven't knocked off any of their evasion pips, which I'm playing vanilla, so you can knock off evasion pips, which means evasion is much less effective anyway. But this thing basically, it starts out ignoring 3 of them, which is quite good on the assassin. Yeah, I think I might just fit that and sod anything else. So it's just maximum armor and a coil laser, and then run away again and spend a turn cooling down. Done. So that's probably, I mean, it might just be terrible. The Cicada, we're going to go with an absolutely classic PPC, and then 4 machine guns, I think, because that's pretty much all we've got. The actually, I might see about putting an ER PPC on there, and then machine guns. 1, 2. Oh no, hang on. Oh, I thought machine guns counted as ballistic weapons, but clearly they don't. They are just as support weapons. So as far as ballistic weapons go, what do I put on there to go with? I mean, do I just put the chonkiest AC2s that I can think of? I mean, they're gonna weigh an absolute ton. Can't do that. Strip armor, max armor. I don't like it, but meh. Oh, mind you, I'm thinking of let's put a bin of ammo on there, and then we're going to fit some jump jets. So it can bounce around with its PPC. How many jump jets are we putting on there? And what are we like cooling wise? Not brilliant. Let's put a heatsink or 2 on there. 1, 2. Gets us a little bit of efficiency, and then max. Oh shit. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. They are very fast. So I've been playing jump cavalry all the time. So perhaps it's time to not play jump cavalry. Let's go crazy and put a double heat sink on it. Plenty of heat efficiency. I can't get a right max armor. Done. Now, finally, we've got our Enforcer. Remember, suboptimal lance, so running a 50 tonner rather than a 55 tonner. The same with 40 tonners rather than 45s. We'll see how that goes. Right, strip armor. Now, we could have an AC-10 on there, which is his standard weapon. which isn't bad. And then we can go and fit the other side of him with a bunch of lasers. So AC 10 at 450, 360. And a standard medium laser is going to run us 270. I think it might be an idea to put ERs on. Even though they are considerably less heat efficient. But then we're going to counteract that with a couple of heat sinks in here. Wow, that's done absolutely nothing to that. How many heat sinks do we need to put in before it becomes heat efficient? All of them, apparently. Tell you what, let's try dropping a couple of these anyway, because that is quite a lot. I'm going to actually put some jump jets in as well. I need to add ammo for the AC-10. We're going to add one bin of that, which is 8 rounds. It's only 8 rounds of firing, so he's got to be careful with it. And we'll see if we've got a comm system in there. Max the armor. Seems good to me.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Okay, so these boys are going to be going in there with a pretty weird loadout. And there's no glitch to make it work. I wonder if this might even be the case of take the weird pilots as well. Take the lightweight pilots. Okay, let's go wait for these things to finalize. We're going to have another financial report in here. Wow, okay. What happens? Oh, okay.
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
Well done, Yang. Right, let's get in there. And see if we can get our pilots right. Who's going to pilot the coil gun? I think it's time for Decker to potentially die. Maximum 200 tons, and we are substantially below that. Okay, it's a risk, but we'll take it. Right. Okay, so for your first deployment, you will take the field alongside Ombra and the rest of Bravo Lance. Together, you will sweep the AO for hostiles, eliminating any Capellan units you find along the way. Bravo Lance has endured a great deal of punishment over the past few months and will need your help to come through this deployment in one piece. You heard the man. Let's go make ourselves useful. Indeed, Darius, because you are the most useful of us. Sat in your high... Oh, thank you. On your high perch on the spaceship, not getting shot at. Or load times are a bit high. I might need to see about cleaning up the excess save files as you go along. I think the game says that you want to, or the common point of reference is to delete until you've got no more than 3 save files. Oh, that's taking an awfully long time. Here we go. That's it. As I've said before, it may be my ancient and creaking potato PC that's also having an effect on that. We have worked out that the graphics card that I bought is fine. It needed some additional software to run it, which is a good thing because...
Interface initiated.
Whoa! I love that, these drop pods. Here we are, Exo. Scenic New Jacobstad, the shiniest combat zone on Fagerholm. I've got Bravo Lance on the comms and their drop pods are prepared to launch. Are you reading us, Ombra? We read you and we appreciate the assist. Our metal's been beaten to hell and back over the course of this deployment and our meat isn't doing much better. Truth be told, I don't think we could survive another deployment without your help. Your uncle Devinder had nice things to say about you, woman of integrity and all that. He's an honourable man. We haven't always seen eye to eye, but he's sticking his neck out to help us, just like you are. When you're as beaten up as we are, that means a lot. Amen to that. I've been seeing double since that last head hit I took, and Conqueror's been bleeding from the ears for 3 days now. But has anyone from the 5th come to relieve me, to relieve any of us? Hell no, they haven't. And so here we are again, all loaded up in these busted-ass ceramic cocoons, getting ready to slam ourselves into the ground for the 100th time. Speaking of which, watch your head, Commander. We're prepped and ready to drop. Wow, all of their team is... Oh, here we go. We've got mechs on the ground, Commander, ready to advance on the Capellans when you are. What have we got over here then? What are they? What are they rocking? We have a Javelin, a Griffin, a Trebuchet, and a Spider. Oh, God. Well, Peregrine and Ombra. Ombra's in the Spider. Oh, she's going to die. Conqueror. Vizcacha? Right. One must survive an evac. 4 remain. Okay, so we have to hope that they make it out. Right. Destroy the Liao invasion force. Let's get to it then. So Phoenix Hawk is going to chonk right up here, right from the offset. Let's get you up there, buddy. The Enforcer is going to go a much more leisurely chonka 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 chonk. And then we've got Glitch in my PPC Carder. And then finally Decker in the Assassin, which I just cannot wait to see what he does with his coil gun.
Acknowledged.
It feels weird and painful to be using a suboptimal lance. That is just a 1N, isn't it? Yeah. And that's a 5N. That's the twin LRM 15s on that one, I think. Yeah, and a couple of medium lasers. And here comes the Spidder. My turn. Right. So Phoenix Hawk. Is he actually going to fly up that high in order to get there? Because that is going to be hilarious. Go for it, buddy. Oh my god, he did actually fly that high in order to get there. Fantastic. Right. We got jump jets on this one? We have, but they're crap. Brilliant. Right, Enforcer. PPC Carder.
Don't need to tell me twice.
And then we've got this bad boy.
Roger that.
Right, keep a careful eye out because we get to see, I think it's only a Locust to be fair. Heads up, Commander, we've got incoming drop pods. I've tracked their trajectory and marked their LZ on your screen. Capellan reinforcements? Lyrans? It looks like House Steiner has decided to join the party. I hate parties. Hostile drop pods. Right, okay. So these are Steiners that are coming in? What do we got? We've got a 55 tonner over there. Oh, it's my go again. Right. I'm gonna reserve down to wait and see what these bad boys do. Right, that's the Trebunket. There's a 50. I'm sure that 20 is a Locust, so pretty sure we can pop that. The 55 tonner.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Okay, let's see what we can see with our Enforcer. Now, hopefully, I think the Enforcer is going to be a reasonably tanky little dude here. Let's just put some rounds on him and see what happens.
All weapons committed.
Oh, wow, I mean, that's a bit unfortunate that that's both legs destroyed in a single salvo, to be fair. Right, I think... Decker, I think... I think your best bet is to move to here.
Got it.
And then fire... Precision strike at the center torso, and now this should be doing a colossal amount of damage.
Confirmed.
Oh!
Reporting critical hit.
How much damage? Not enough. Not enough damage. Okay, well we do have backup options. Namely, we have glitch with the PPCs. I say PPCs, we have one PPC.
Tell me what to shoot.
And then we also have, finally, we have Medusa. Now, Medusa is the one pilot who's actually flying something or piloting something that's relatively optimized. However, he is going to dump an extraordinary amount of heat in a moment. And I've just realized that if they are hostile drop pods and they come in the next turn, he's kind of fucked there. So I kind of need to get this over and done with as soon as possible. So you're basically going to just create all of the heat.
Copy that.
That Shadowhawk is a hell of a lot tankier than I had hoped for. Auburn Stieglitz Bradford. What a name. That is a powerful name, isn't it? I suggest that you vacate the AO immediately, Commander. The lance that I've just dropped is under orders to destroy any hostile mechs it encounters, including yours. You will forgive me, but I believe you've just dropped 3 knives into a gunfight. They're locusts, aren't they? Appreciate the warning, but we aren't going anywhere. Not without the prototype, hey. I know what you're here for, Oliveira. We're on the same mission, but for different masters. I don't care what your mission is, Lyran. You aren't welcome here. Bravo, Lance. Light 'em up. In fact, I'm pretty sure that even Bravo, Lance, maybe they're hit and run locusts. I mean, for their sake, I hope so. Yeah, I mean, they're not that hit and runny. That's not even me. That's the AI has managed to knock one down with the first shot. So where are they? Have they actually moved off the starting point? Here we go. They are now moving. And they didn't take a shot. Brilliant. The AI thinks it's giving me a chance, I believe. Right.
Commander?
Decker, I am going to ask you to get up close and personal with one of the ones that hasn't moved, i.e. this one, because you can use your percussive cooling, which is what I call it when you stop shooting and hit things.
Locked on for physical attack.
Oh, here comes the Griffin. Wow, okay. I mean, they are picking on that guy. Volt Charge, how did you find the channel? Are you a fan of BattleTech? Have you been looking for it, or? Right, my go again. Now, I think we can probably get almost, no, not quite into range of...
On my way.
No, we're not quite going to be able to make the machine guns, to be fair. That's annoying. Okay, the actual career mode, not the campaign, is that right? No, there's not too many BattleTech streamers. However, the ones that are make an absolutely fantastic little community. I myself have been streaming this for about a month or so. I started the campaign. I've had the game since it launched. I love the universe. I've had it forever. I never got round to completing the campaign. So I thought, do you know what? New hobby is streaming. Let's give this thing a go. Let's take it out and run with it. So I did, and it's I've discovered quite a community of streamers out there. There's some really top people doing it. So yeah, I highly recommend you keep an eye out for who is streaming. Right, he is going to risk another shot with his AC-10.
All weapons committed.
It's decent damage. It is decent damage. Have you played the campaign mode? Because if you haven't, again, I highly recommend that. Right, let's see about... Only past the first 2 or 3 bosses, yeah. Yeah, the first missions are quite something, to be fair. Right, I think that we can probably try meleeing this guy without too much difficulty. In fact, we're going to go from the side because whatever we hit is going to hurt. He's either going to lose his... What has he got on there? He's either going to lose his ballistic, he's going to lose his centre torso, or he's going to lose his leg. So I'm quite happy with that. And it does give him a chance to cool down as well. Torso destroyed, and small lasers. Leg destroyed, centre torso destroyed. Nice. That is the kind of death we're after. Grim and grisly. How did that happen? Oh, okay, the spider mech did it. Right, what's actually left here? I would quite like to recruit Bravo Lance if they survive, because they're kind of cool. Oh, this dirty little locust is firing his small lasers at me.
Minimal.
Right, how many enemies have we actually got? I need to keep track of this. So we've got one here and one there. how many movements can I achieve and still manage to shoot them? 3, 3. Oh, we can get 4 there, but we leave our back exposed. So we'll do that, and then we're going to coil laser him for 140 damage apparently. Which is very nice when you're firing. Jesus Christ. I think we managed to hit everything on that mech there. It's kind of brutal getting getting jacked by a trebuchet when it's when you're laying on the ground. Right.
What can I do for you?
Glitch, I'm going to suggest to you that you fire everything at very close range and damn the heat. That thing clearly needs 4 machine guns. I don't know why it wouldn't let me put machine guns in the ballistic slots. I thought that you were able to put machine guns in ballistic slots. Yes, the assassin is very hot. Right. We are going to turn off your AC-10 because I don't want to waste the ammo. And that's a leg destroyed and the center torso destroyed. There's a bit more explosions hidden behind a building because we don't want to see too much explosion. Get ready for more company, Commander. We've got inbound Capellan drop pods. Repeat, Liao drop pods are on the way. Oh, here we go. So, allies. That's right. You guys, nice. Take a bit of cover. Yeah, get some cover in there. Ah, well, I mean, that's not exactly the most evasion you could have aimed for, but I suppose none of you are my guys, so oh, hang on, wait, we're not stood next to an explosive thing, are we? Because they are really annoying when they blow up.
Move order received.
Is that an explosive thing? Look out, people, we've got another Liao reinforcement lance on the field. What, another one or just the same one we were expecting? It's like these guys are shuffling cars in a car park or something. They're not really okay. I'm glad that we spent all that time waiting for you to move. Okay, so we've got a right. Ooh, javelin. 4 medium lasers. Versus a javelin with 4 medium lasers, I believe. Oh, that's a Vindicator. Right, Vindicators can be a little bit tanky, but I don't anticipate that one's going to be too much of a problem, if I'm honest with you. Right. Hmm.
Waiting for orders.
Right, Glitch, from where you are, can you actually... Is that thing that we're stood next? Yes, that is explosive. Right. Move away from that then, please. So,
Waiting on you, Commander.
Glitch, you're going to come round here. Oh, shit. Alright, we'll take a little bit setting it up.
Got it.
And maybe we'll let the the AI have a turn. I'm going to sensor lock this bad boy to get rid of some of his evasion. Not that I anticipate it's actually going to matter. Right. Griffin. Nice. Sensors impaired. My turn. Right. He's now basically no evasion. Why did you not cool down? Hot damn it. Right. With 6 pips of evasion, that is going to give you a whopping 210 damage. And I'm willing to take the heat on this one. Oh shit, no I'm not. Right, brace and spend a turn cooling down. Now I've got to try and get 6 pips of evasion again. I think the best way to do it is to just run back the way that I've come. Then we've got moi in the Enforcer, which again, it hasn't, like, just no cooling on that turn that we spent doing nothing. That's a bit shit, really. Right, jump to there. And are you going to take a shot? Because if you do, you're going to overheat. If you don't, it's kind of a waste. Right. I might actually turn these couple of these lasers off. Yeah, I'll turn the 2 which are reduced chance to hit off.
Engaging target.
Arm destroyed. I'll take that for now, even though there's nothing actually on a Javelin's arms. Right, and then this is where mechs generally shit their pants when you do this to them, and you go, oh hi there, and I'm going to precision strike you as well because I'd like to just aim all of it for the middle. Oh man, that's actually way too brutal. So if you didn't see the start of this as I was building the Lance, the Phoenix Hawk is one of my scout mechs that I finished the campaign with, and I spent quite a while in the campaign going round and just farming missions for the relatively rare Lost Tech weapons, and to the point where he's kitted up to the 9s, to be fair. Although it does mean that he runs quite hot when he fires a full broadside like that. Right.
What's up, boss?
Decker, let's see. Can you get the same amount of evasion as you had a moment ago? Nope. You can get 175 points. That's as good as we can manage. We'll take that.
Location confirmed.
Run round the building and then run round the building again. Oh, I didn't realise his feet glowed with coil energy when he runs. That's crazy. Right, fire it at that boy. Actually, I'll tell you what. Precision strike it at him as well.
Roger that.
That's not quite enough, actually, is it? Right, I'll tell you what, Mr. Enforcer, you're going to try and just present yourself as a decent, tanky target in front of the guy. I don't think it's really required, though, because it's like 8 against 1, which... I mean, it may seem unfair, but a fair fight. If you're having a fair fight, you've done something wrong. The AO is clear, everybody. All hostile contacts down. Thank the gods for that. What a shit show this is. First House Liao kicks in our door, then House Steiner comes flying in. What's next? The damn Fed rats? Not if I can help it. We're going to find the Raven, grab it, and wipe out every trace of Black Caldera's research project. If there's nothing on Fagerholm worth fighting over, the great houses will pack up their toys and go home. Incoming message. Commander, please contact me when you reach a safe altitude. We need to talk. Oh, okay. What's all this? Is it a double cross? Is it a triple cross? Where House Liao and the Maskarovka is concerned, you cannot be certain of anything. Top tier work, Commander. House Marek is very happy with your performance. Keep it up, and I'll make sure a lot more work comes your way. Nice. Yeah, I really don't care about any of that, I'm afraid. Okay, we'll have the Shadowhawk because we've got 2 parts, and then we'll have the... Oh God, we'll have the vet. Yeah, that and that as well. So, anyway, once again, for those watching, you've joined us here on Twitch and currently YouTube. I think I might actually stop the YouTube streaming. It doesn't seem to be, there doesn't seem to be any advantage to it unless you're streaming a brand new game. I don't think anybody is searching for Battletech on YouTube, not for live gameplay anyway. So it's a bit of a case of I'm not actually sure why I'm restreaming it to YouTube, and it might just be no point. Just carry on with just doing it on Twitch and then posting the videos up to YouTube later. But anyway, currently live on Twitch and YouTube. Please do feel free to drop us a follow, drop us a subscribe on YouTube if you're there. Yeah, we're playing Battletech in the post-campaign wasteland, where we're finally picking up some of the flashpoints. Oh, Volt Charge, thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. We're in the post-campaign wasteland where we're picking up for the first time some of the flashpoints, and it does appear that the flashpoints are certainly tuned for during the career, not after the campaign. You don't get access to the flashpoints until you've finished the campaign, and by that point, I think you are way above what you need in order to do the flashpoints. Certainly this first one with the Raven, which I've been absolutely dying to get. So I think it's going to be a bit of a case of a face stomp. But hey, that just means more explosions, surely. Marina Liao, thank you for speaking with me, Commander. Under ordinary circumstances, I wouldn't reach out to a mercenary in the employ of a rival state, but we are living in extraordinary times. What can we do for you, Lady Marina? One of my lieutenants spotted you fighting alongside a detachment of the 5th Defenders of Andurian. While I'm sure that you fought honourably, the cause that you're supporting is anything but honourable. The Duchy of Andurian stole something of great value from House Liao, and we want it back. I will pay you a great deal of money to recover our asset and return it to me. We get it, Lady Marina, and as to your offer, we'll think about it. See that you do. If you return what's ours, I'll pull the CCAF out of Fagerholm now and forevermore. You will also receive generous compensation for your services, of course. Money, political asylum for your Andurian friends, whatever you may need. Consider my offer, Commander. I don't want your blood on my hands. The view screen goes dark as Lady Marina terminates the connection. I wonder if... I wonder if they've realised that we're just going to ruffle stomp them. Yeah. You lead an interesting life, Commander. We military types don't get the luxury of negotiating with our Op-4s. They usually skip the preamble and jump straight to the senseless violence. You could always go mercenary when this is all over. Speaking of which, let's talk about what comes next. What comes next is simple. We find out where Black Caldera is keeping its stolen prototype. I can tell you how to do that, but there's something I'm going to need from you in return. It isn't enough to steal the Raven for House Marek. We also need to wipe out every trace of Black Caldera's reverse engineering project. As long as it exists, the Great Houses will tear Fagerholm apart to get at it. That isn't what our client is paying us for. We're here to steal a Raven, not to stop a war. Well, that's too bad, because you can't get to the Raven without our help, and we won't lift a finger if you won't help us protect our home. You won't, huh? Odd stance to take for a bunch of soldiers who just agreed to turn against their own government. We agreed to my Uncle Devinder's deal because Dame Catherine's actions are putting the Andurian people at risk. We are the goddamn defenders of Andurian. We swore an oath to protect this system, and we're going to do it, even if it means kicking House Humphreys right in the ass. Our lances can help one another to accomplish their goals, or they can go it alone and fail. It's your choice, Commander. I mean, I feel like I could probably do this without them, but plot armor probably says that I can't. You've got a deal. If you help us get the Raven, we'll help you destroy Black Caldera's reverse engineering project. I'm glad that we see eye to eye. Frankly, we're going to need the help. As you saw on that last deployment, this project is bringing all of the great houses out of the woodwork. Defenders of Andurian. Defenders. Speaking of which, we've got what? Shugo Yamaguchi, your company's representative from House Kurita. Renaud Yamaguchi is, in a word, an embarrassment. The only purpose to warfare, as he sees it, is to maintain the position of House Kurita and its branch families, especially his own. On his homeworld, he's known for throwing lavish parties and entertaining diplomats far and wide. Scorned for his frivolities, he has been assigned as a mercenary liaison as a form of punishment, but he's adapted to the position with remarkable aplomb. Okay. Speaking of which, we've got Shugo Yamaguchi on the line. He wants to talk something about a tremendous offer he has for his favourite mercenaries. A simple recovery mission, he says. Take a message, we've got work to do. Damn right we do, Commander. I'm sending you details on a Black Caldera convoy. If you hit it, you should find the intel we're looking for. the location of the prototype Raven and the coordinates of Black Caldera's R&D facility. Bravo Lance, you're with me. We'll keep the Capellans off Commander Larson's back. We all know what we have to do, so let's get it done. Good hunting, Bravo Lance. We'll catch up with you on the other side. Amazing. This is also going to be, oh man, if I drop the salvage and suddenly there's a complete Raven to pick up, I'm going to be absolutely furious. So I'll have to keep the full salvage. And here we go with another interminable loading screen. Like I said, I do think I need to trim up the save files on this. When you get above sort of 3 to 5 save files, it very quickly starts to become a bit laggy. It's the items. Yes, you're more than, the inventory is what causes the lag. Yeah, it bloats the save file, I imagine, so yeah. According to Ombra, a Black Caldera convoy has been scheduled to pass through the Badlands north of New Jakobstad. Engage the convoy and destroy it. Bravo Lance will then interface with the command vehicle's black box to obtain the location of the Raven prototype, as well as the R&D facility Black Caldera has been using to reverse engineer it. There we go. Oh, yes, Badlands. Brilliant. Heat management. Welcome back. Okay, Commander. According to Ombra, this convoy will be carrying a black box with data on the locations of the stolen Raven and Black Caldera Defense's secret R&D lab. I'd expect any vehicle carrying such valuable data to be well defended, so keep your eyes open. We've never gone up against Black Caldera's security team, and we don't know what they're likely to be armed with. The odds are high that any transport you stop will issue a distress call. You're going to want to bug out quick after you get what you came for, so I'm marking an evac zone on your map. Make your way there once you've finished the job. Awesome. Well, let's run directly at the enemy and see what they've got. I really wish I had Glitch's LRM support, but I think perhaps LRM support has been a crutch that I've been leaning on quite heavily with regards to this game, so going to having all the LRMs to absolutely no LRMs is quite something. Right, so this is where the convoy is coming through, I'm guessing. They're coming through this way and heading that way, maybe? Or are they going the opposite way? Feels weird for them to be going right to left rather than left to right. Our turn. Let's get the hell up there again, shall we?
Copy that.
Oh man.
Picked up a blip.
Yeah, we got blips. We got goddamn blips, guys. There's blips on the radars. Right, I am going to I'm going to go round here. Oh man, do you think I'm going to have enough movement to get into line of sight next turn? I think that's going to be really, really pinch, but we'll try it. Come on then, enemies. Oh, it's a 25 tonner. That'll be a command vehicle or something like that. Oh, two 25 tonners. fair enough. Where is that one going, I wonder? Let's see what the 35 tonners do. We've got 2 of them. And then here comes the big boy. Just the one big boy? Looks like it, doesn't it? Right.
Commander,
Can I get Decker? Oh, I knew it. Look at that. Right, well, next turn it is then.
moving to position.
Oh, shit, there's a bunch more of them there. We got a whole mess of 60 tonners in there as well. Hopefully none of them sensor lock me and then have LRMs, because that would be... Actually, that would be shit if that's what happens. Let's just brace. Actually, now that I know that there's more of them, I'm just going to wait for these 2 60 tonners to make their move, which is really short, apparently. Okay, right. Let's put Glitch where she can strike this. Yes, the mobile HQ. I love the vehicle model for that. It's such a cool model. And she misses it entirely. Of course she does. Okay, right. Let's... Oh, he can just about make contact with it. Oh, well, no, he can hit with everything. I'm gonna... No, actually, I'm not gonna save the...
All weapons committed.
There we go.
Damage, Commander. Keep it up. Let's hit him up.
There's no point in saving the
Enemy unit.
ammunition at this stage, because I don't think there's anything to save it for. I think it is just a case of kill the convoy, win the mission. Right. I mean, if they are SRM carriers, that is like death, isn't it? So let's get like 1 targeted, I think. Can we move somewhere where we can target 1? Yes, we can. We can move to here, which gets us targeting on 1. Now, what can you hit it with? It's a striker, so we want to actually hit it with a little... I'm going to fire both the PPCs at it, to be honest with you. That's nice. So we can see 2 strikers. Now let's see what the enemy does. That's another command unit, isn't it? I'm going to reserve again. So there's 2 more strikers. And then we've got whatever those 60 tonners are, which normally... Ah, hang on. Bulldogs? Looks like they might be bulldogs. And if it's not a bulldog, I imagine it might be an SRM. Okay, Decker.
Bye.
Shit. Well, I don't think anyone can actually get your rear arc. Do you remember those trainers with the little lights in the heel that when you ran they glowed? That's what I'm getting from the coil laser on his boots. Yeah, they are SRM carry. Shit. You can only kill one of them at a time, I'm guessing, Decker, so please kill one of them at a time. Okay, two. There's a bulldog. There's a whatever that is, and then we've got another SRM carrier. Well, I think that SRM carrier is going to be my target here.
For orders.
Glitch, can you kill it? I mean, it's not so much can you kill it, because last time you couldn't even hit the bastard thing. Gonna move you there.
I read you, Commander.
Should be quite a bit of evasion, and now we're going to try and thread the needle back to this thing with our PPC. You know you can do it.
Got it.
That's on target. Yes, nice. SRM carriers are just absolutely my priority target. The amount of firepower that they put out is just devastating. Right. Now, my one and only jump capable mech. What are you going to do? I think just keep one target in you. Now, let's turn off those two and just fire the AC-10 again. It's not going to be enough to kill it, even if you manage to hit it.
Yep.
Ah, look, now you... What does that Manticore have? PPC, SRM-6, SRM-4... I think that's the more dangerous one, isn't it? So I'm going to go ahead and melee attack that one. Yeah, from the side. Let's go for that. Now, I don't know that if he's actually got enough weight in a Phoenix Hawk to kill it outright. No, he hasn't. But he does have a couple of small lasers, which still aren't enough to do it. And, in fact, not even enough to structure exposed it. So, excellent. Oh well, at least he's nice and cool now. Finally caught another stream. What's up, Ruvian? Welcome back. Yeah, I'm now in post-campaign mode. I finished the main campaign. It took me absolutely forever to finish the main campaign, but I'm really pleased that I did it because I thought it was actually a really good story. So now I'm trying out a Flashpoint because I don't have access to those inside the campaign. Unfortunately, I think possibly I'm perhaps a little bit over leveled for this Flashpoint, but these vehicles are still giving me a bit of a headache, so we're gonna get a little bit... I should have jumped to the tree line and maintained my cover as well as evasion. Right, I think we're going to take that Manticore with...
Got the angle. Taking the shot.
Yes, that's better.
Vehicle trashed.
Yeah, I figured that if I'd managed to catch these inside the career mode, it would have made more sense from a power point of view, because yeah, I feel like I'm probably too leveled for this, but it doesn't, you know, to be fair, smashing some things is often quite good fun anyway. So what I've done is I've built a very suboptimal lance using mechs that I normally wouldn't. So I've got my Phoenix Hawk, which was one of my scouts from the main campaign. So he is kind of ridiculously kitted out. But then I've also got a Cicada, which I never touch, an Enforcer, which I've never fielded, and an Assassin, which I've never fielded. And the Assassin has go faster shoes. He's got the coil laser, so I'm having quite a good fun with that, just running around and charging the damn thing up, which is which is quite good fun, actually. Right, we're going to fire everything we've got at this bulldog. Nice, there we go.
I'll meet you at the LZ.
Oh, apparently we've done the mission. Cool. So yeah, this is just an absolutely bonkers weapon that the faster you run, the faster it charges up. And then he's got these little weird glowing Heelys here. Unfortunately, though, I've just remembered that he's going to be extremely hot if he fires that this turn. Yeah, so it looks like you're going to brace, Decker. So take cover. Okay, well, you've tried to import it into the tabletop, because no, it doesn't exist in the tabletop. It's an absolute creation for this, the same as the what I believe is now canon Bull Shark. I think the Bull Shark they added into this. It's never been a thing in the tabletop, but they added it, and everybody is like, oh yeah, that's amazing, we love it. Yeah, that they added it into the tabletop and the rules after it was sort of adopted as canon from this, which I actually think is really good. You know, there's not a huge amount of IPs out there that would, but it was easy to convert. Yeah, I'm sure it probably was. Like I say, though, it's actually nice to see that there's some IPs out there that are willing to do that, to go, okay, yeah, you know, it wasn't part of our franchise before, but now we're going to adopt it and, you know, keep it as our own, like a pet. Right, you guys are all now in suspiciously stomping range, I believe. So, I mean, I might just, you know, that scene from Shaun of the Dead where they're all stood round the barkeeper hitting him with like pool cues and stuff. I think we're just going to sort of do our own version of that. So, Medusa, can you get to... Yes, you can. You can get to this one. You can get to that one. You can get to that one. And... Oh, okay. Only one of them can get to this guy. So, we're going to go and stomp him. I was glad they did. They also brought the Argo. Oh, the dropship. Oh, wow. Well, it's not even a dropship, really, is it? It's a actual like spaceship, and elements of the story helps, of course. Oh, really? The head of HBS was the creator of BattleTech. Do you know what? I'm going to have to do some more research into this, because I actually didn't know that.
Locked on for physical attack.
We'll call it space magic, how he managed to do that attack. Oh, okay. Do you know, I never actually knew that, so that's actually quite interesting to me. I'm quite... Right, and you can attack that as well. I think you've probably got enough to kill that one, because it's quite lightly armoured. Yes, there we go. Mitch Geitelman, who ran the studio, helped make the Mech Assault games back in the day. Oh, nice. Excellent. Well done. You managed to wipe the Op-4 out. I can do an extract right now. No need to get to our planned LZ. Convoy down, Commander. I've been in touch with Bravo Lance and they're on their way to collect the data. They'll contact us as soon as we reach a safe cruising altitude and we can discuss next steps from there.
Mission success.
Excellent. Yeah, so the weekends now for me are often a whirlwind frenzy of family stuff, D&D and streaming. And this weekend we had, I've had 2 sessions of D&D, one where I DM'd and one where I go to play to a shop in town. And the shop in town is actually a board game cafe, and they've got two 2 box sets of board game for this in stock, and I am every time I go in there, I am itching to buy one of them. They've got the starter set, and then they've got a sort of slight expansion on it, which has got like 8 mechs in it, and I'm like, oh, do you know what? I'm absolutely itching to get in there and buy it. And yeah, but I need to prioritize, and quite frankly, the computer needs some more updates before I need some more models that I'm not going to paint anytime soon. Ah, okay. The latest Kickstarter shipments there are fine. Nice, okay. Yeah, my model pile of shame is big enough already. I've got decades worth of Warhammer to paint. Not to mention the fact that I got into 3D printing, and I print a lot of the old like 2nd edition 40k miniatures, so I can paint those as well. I've also got my D&D miniatures to paint up, and adding BattleTech miniatures to that just seems like a bit of a low thing on the priority at the moment. So we're getting an incoming message from Bravo Lance Commander. They say it's urgent. I'm putting them on the view screen now. Which my players enjoy pointing out every Saturday. No, look, you've still got unpainted miniatures up there. Yes, that's very much the case. Commander, we've recovered the data, but the Capellans, they must have followed us to the AO. They jumped us, caught us on our unprotected flank. We ate full alpha strikes from a lance of brawlers. Okay? Ombra took the brunt of it. A half-dozen AC-10 shots, all unloaded in the blink of an eye. Her cockpit cracked like a soft-boiled egg. She didn't make it. She's gone. We're sorry for your loss, Bravo Lance. We're sorry too. She pulled us out of the ship more times than I can count. She's the one who connected us with Force Commander Singh. We'd still be fighting on Dame Catherine's behalf if Ombra hadn't opened our eyes to the truth. Hell, in all likelihood, we'd be dead in a ditch by now. We can't bring Ombra back, but we can finish what she started. So first, we're going to do our job, and then we're going to do right by you. We haven't forgotten our promise to help you destroy the project data for the Raven. Good. We haven't forgotten our vow either. We're doing this for our home and our people. Black Caldera, Dame Catherine, and all the great houses can go straight to hell. Let's get to it then. We've got 2 different combat drops to plan, and we need to carry them out ASAP. Roger that. I guess I'll lead with the good news. We've got the locations for both the Raven and Black Caldera's reverse engineering project. They're in the vicinity of New Jacobstead, an old armory and a hardened R&D facility respectively. Now here's the bad news. They're both heavily defended, and any attack on one will prompt the other to go into a state of high alert. Sounds like we're going to have to do these drops simultaneously then. Yeah, but we can't. See, we couldn't find any specifics about the armory. We know they've got mechs in the area, but we can't put a number on it. The R&D lab, on the other hand, is extremely well documented. They've got a monstrous amount of indirect fire coverage, a whole phalanx of missile turrets, trebuchets and LRM carriers. A hostile lance couldn't even get close without Black Caldera's defences pounding it flat. Okay, how do we get around that? With the Raven. We need to use it if we want to get through this in one piece. In theory, the prototype Raven's electronic warfare suite can prevent LRM launchers from establishing target locks. No target lock, no indirect fire. Of course, stealing the Raven will trigger the aforementioned high alert. They'll be ready for incoming hostiles. Thankfully, Black Caldera doesn't know that Bravo Lance is hostile yet. As far as they're concerned, we're the good guys, the defenders of Andurian. They'll tolerate us in their AO even after the alarm bells start ringing. Hell, they'll probably even welcome us with open arms. That warm reception will ice over as soon as you make an aggressive move. Of course it will, but we should be okay to loiter around near the lab until one of your mech warriors can meet us with the Raven. Then we'll all go in together and the Raven will reduce their offensive capabilities to wet noodle status. That's the theory anyway. It's as sound a plan as any. You scout out the Black Caldera R&D lab, we'll hit the armory, liberate the Raven and bring it to you. Okay, I think this is probably going to go on a bit longer than I had expected for tonight, but... And then we'll blow that lab the hell together. Of course, without Umbra, we'll need a voice on the comms to give us guidance. That's you, Commander, assuming you're up to it, of course. You don't need to worry about the Commander or any other member of this company. We've got you covered. Wet noodle status is crazy. Let's get out there and do this. The sooner we take that mech, the sooner we can blow up the base. And the sooner we do that, the sooner we can put an end to what's happening here. Yeah, I seem to recall that wet noodle status is one wrong move and you die. Speaking of which, that's what happens when you take to the field in a spider mech. Umbra, I hope you're listening, wherever you are. Rest in peace and all that. But seriously, a spider mech? No. Right, we're going to try and... Actually, why am I... Yeah, I don't need 1.5 skull salvage, to be honest with you. I really wish I had slightly better optimized lance in this case, but we have what we have available and I'm not going to get more mechs. Just starting a couple of AC-20s. I'm not sure. Could the Enforcer actually mount an AC-20 in that right arm? I know it's got a bit of free tonnage, but... According to the intel we found, Black Caldera Defense is storing their stolen Raven prototype at an old armory in southern New Jakobstad. We need to capture the base and recover the prototype. Conqueror, Vizcacha and Peregrine will be standing by to carry out the second half of the operation when we're done. AC-20 is 14, 15 if you count the ammo. It would take some rebuilding, but probably. Yeah, I'm not actually sure that it would be worth it rebuilding that.
Command interface initiated.
Because that would be 5 rounds of ammo. And I don't think you'd get anything else in there. So probably not. Okay, Commander, according to our intel, the Raven is being stored in a dilapidated armory in this part of the city. The Op-4's unit strength is unknown, but I bet it will be somewhere between a lot and way too much. Is it 8 rounds? I thought it was 8 rounds for AC-10 ammo. 5 rounds for AC-20, I think. I don't doubt it. This prototype is the most valuable asset on Fagerholm. It's bound to be well protected. From this position, you should be able to get eyes on the facility. We can plan our attack from there. Yes. Continue. Caution is fine, but we're on a timetable here. Bravo Lance is waiting for us to get that Raven up and running so that they can carry out their part of the plan. We've got a lot riding on this mission, so let's get it done. Are there any mods that increase the zoom out range? Because where that was just a moment ago, it was like, oh shit, that's really cool. So I might have to look at that. I don't know whether there are, but scout the armory. Okay, let's go scout. Now I have to be quite careful here because apart from my Phoenix Hawk and the Enforcer, I've purposely left off jump jets on the other two mechs.
Move into position.
Oh,
Got a sensor trace.
brilliant. Literally. And there's no free shots in this, is there? You don't get a chance for a shot before the combat begins. So I'm basically just gonna kind of say fuck it. And actually, hang on, this is Decker. So Decker, you can. Oh, hang on. Yeah, all right, okay, 35 tonner, and there's something else over there. Decker, you can move to about here, and then next turn you can go sprinting along with your light up shoes. That's two 35 tonners then, yeah? Awesome. What do we reckon they are? 35 tonners. Probably more javelins, to be honest with you. Is javelins 35? No, I don't know. They might be Jenners. Right.
Orders?
Yes, Decker, that's excellent work. You run right up there with your shiny shoes and then smash. 210 damage. Oh man, that is harsh work. Yeah, Javs are 30, Jenner's, yeah, probably. They could be Panthers actually, because they're quite slow moving by the looks of it. Right, Glitch, can you run away from this guy a little bit, I think?
Don't need to tell me twice.
And then also shoot him? Whoa, that's awful. Oh, it's because he stood above you and he's still got 3 pips of evasion, hasn't he? Oh, son of a bitch.
Get you next time.
Yeah, we will. Don't you worry. Oh, that feels like overkill. Unfortunately not, because each slot has a 55-ton limit. So you're not allowed to put more than a 55-ton mech in the field. I mean, if I wanted optimal, I'd have 4 Shadowhawks. Because Shadowhawks are just amazing. Actually, no, I wouldn't. I'd go back to my old lance. So I'd have 2 Shadowhawks. I'd have a lighter mech, something like a fire starter, and probably, or maybe even a blackjack, and probably my Centurion as an LRM boat. But I'm kind of not wanting to play optimized because I think optimized is probably taking the fun out of this.
I copy. That one's gone.
Right, and now we will just advance him up, maybe even sprint him up so that he can actually see one of these bad boys. Yeah, that'll do. I mean, I rather suspect that dropping 2 king crabs into a mission like this is probably going to be
Let's hit him hard.
yeah. Do you know if any of them introduce an increased zoom out? See, I told you, Panther. Hold up. Hold up, there was an LRM out there as well, so there must be another mech out there somewhere as well. And a Jenner. Yeah, you were right on the Jenner. Stray shots? That's not on.
Damage minimal.
Right, let's have a look. So we've got a Panther sat on top of a building there. I mean, two can play that game.
What do you need?
You know, like, two can properly play that game if you really want to play that game. What else am I going to spy when I move up there, though? That's, you know, that's what you can't tell. Is that what's commonly known as BEX? I'm sure that's what I've heard that called. Yes, okay. Light LRM turret, light shredder turret. Blimey. Okay. I have been quite tempted by BTA light. Anything better than a blackjack? I mean, I quite like the blackjack, but believe it or not, I think it's a sorely underused boat. I like to put an AC5 and 4 medium lasers on it, and that's just an optimized build for the blackjack. It's got a decent chunk of range. It's got a decent chunk of hitting power up close. 4 medium lasers will make anything think twice about, you know, running up. The blackjack's quite an all-rounder. It's just a bit slow, that's all. Right, I think it's time to really piss off a Panther.
All weapons fire.
Bye-bye now.
One less target.
Pick up a Panther. Right, and now it's probably time to pop ourselves an overheating Jenner. Right, Glitch, would you please soften him up with some machine gun fire? Okay, you aim at the leg, you hit the head. Glitch, never stop being you, please. I mean, we haven't learned our lesson about bunching up, have we? So we're just going to move here and shoot. Oh, wow, that's got loads of evasion. Oh, well, we're close enough that we might actually hit something. You never know. Okay. Sorry, Decker, you'll get your turn next time.
Commander?
Although you could technically get range to that thing. Oh my god, look at that. Has it actually got the range? What would be the hit chance on that? The Coil L, it's not a close range weapon, is it? It actually has got range to it. Come on with your special trainers. Here we go, Decker. In your assassin with your light up shoes. And can you pop that turret with your Coil L from... Oh! I forgot that he's been firing, like, yeah, just brace. Oh, so anticlimactic.
Give up everything.
I forget how hot that thing actually is. You get like one turn of firing and then you've got to cool down. Hello, Padro. Welcome to the stream. Not to worry, fella. you know, I appreciate that you make it, even if you're late. Thank you for coming. I'm not actually sure how much longer I'm going to stream because it is a school night. I do have to get off to bed eventually. So yeah, I'm going to try and finish this mission at the very least, and then perhaps I will think about the next mission. But the next mission I know can be a bit frustrating because it's the one with the well, if you don't know, I don't want to spoiler it, but it is the one with the Raven, and I do love me a Raven. So let's see if Glitch can snipe this turret with her PPC, because thankfully she's remaining quite cool. Well done. You haven't killed it, but good try, Glitch.
Good to go.
Decker, I'm not actually sure if you've got if you've reduced enough heat to actually fire it or not. And we can't move where the other one can't see you, so what's stopping you from getting like 6 pips here? Okay, just go for it, Decker. There it is, boss. We've found the Black Caldera Armory. This is where we'll find the Raven, assuming we can get to it, that is. Commander, a word of warning. We've got reports this base may have gun emplacements for point defense. Oh, really? Do you think so? Turrets, boss. Just keep an eye out in case they're online. Yes, there is a turret there. There's another turret there, and the 2 that we've been able to see for the last half an hour, Darius. So, thanks for joining in. Right, so that coil is 175 damage. Still too hot. Do you ever cool down? I'm just going to brace you again, and we'll just hope that you don't get annihilated. It would be kind of ironic if I make the whole campaign with Decker being a badass and effectively getting the company named after him because of his predilection for death from above, and then he dies in the very first time we take on a flashpoint. Right, I don't need to fire all of that, do I?
Engaging target. Target destroyed.
There's an achievement for that. I thought, surely it's just a meme. I thought Decker dying in the campaign was just a meme. He was horrible. To be fair, I don't find Decker that death-seeking, to be honest. I mean, he is getting shot now, and he is in quite a lightly armoured medium. So I think with Decker, it's just the fact that the game puts him in the spider mech for the first few missions. And honestly, the spider mech is... Yeah, you can't keep him standing because you don't have access to decent mechs for him. So he goes in the spider mech, and the spider mech is a walking coffin, and it dies when anything bigger than a light tank looks at it in melee. And yeah, Decker just dies because of that. But in this, I put him in the Locust. I rearmed the Locust with LRMs, and then I stood him behind a hill where he couldn't get shot. So perhaps I was trying to keep Decker alive, possibly to detriment of the rest of the company. But yeah, he did survive the campaign, so there is that. Now, has he actually cooled down enough to fire his gun? He should be able to get another firing of his gun this turn. I would actually, I think that would be quite hilarious if he did have shots more accurate against him. You know, the game automatically counts Decker as being at a lower elevation than the target that's shooting at him for some reason. I just think that would be hilarious if it's just in spaghetti code and they don't know how to take it out. I think that would be brilliant. Right, Glitch, you're going to carry on skulking around this city blocks here and taking shots with your PPC. It's quite thematic, actually. These guys are just sort of creeping their way through the city and picking off the turrets one by one. I quite like that.
Tell me what to shoot.
Well done, Glitch. That's a decent hit, I suppose. It'd be nice if you could have the firepower to kill it outright, but that would probably mean us giving you more guns than you're capable of managing. Right, you're not going to be able to fire your lasers this turn, are you? So I think we're going to have to turn them off and fire the AC at that thing. And then at least you'll spend a turn mostly cooling down. Yes, there we go. So for anybody who's who didn't catch the start of the stream, we're live on Twitch, we're live on YouTube. Not sure how long we're going to be on YouTube for, but we'll see. We're in post-campaign, where we've finally got access to the flashpoints, and having access to the flashpoints means that I've finished the campaign. Therefore, I've got post-campaign pilots and mechs trying to do 1.5 skull missions, and I'm actually finding it a bit shit. So I've downgraded the mechs to suboptimal, let's say. They're mechs that I've never used because I've always thought, oh god, they're really shit mechs when I come up against them, and now I'm trying to play with them, so it's actually quite good fun. So yeah, here we are in the I can't remember what it's called, but it's the flashpoint where you get the Raven. So yeah, I think when we round this corner, I think it's actually sat there in the middle somewhere. Is it? I don't know. I can't remember. I'm sure I've seen a video of this. This is also actually the first time I've ever done this flashpoint, and it's also the first time that I've ever completed the campaign. Yep. Right, let's jump you here. We'll remain out of sight of... No, we won't. We're going to jump here, and then you'll be in range of everything. Yes, that's a good plan. We'll do that. And what are you going to fire at that turret? Are you going to fire everything? I think if we don't fire the medium lasers, we actually stay quite cool. And we managed to kill it. I thought you were dead. Complete the campaign with Decker still alive. Do you know what? I'm actually going to have to... Hold on. Hold on. Yes, I have got the achievement. The Sword of Restoration. I thought you were dead. Complete the campaign with Decker still alive. Awesome. Yes, I have got the achievement for that. I didn't even notice it pop up when I completed the campaign. Oh, excellent. I think my Seribot managed to catch a spammer there for the first time. Well done. She's managed to keep it out of the chat. So good job, Seribot. Right. I'm obviously completely wrong about how the about whether I thought a little model for the Raven appeared there once you've got eyes on it, but perhaps I'm thinking of a different mission. I mean, yeah, Decker, you might as well brace now. So, we've got one more turret to kill and just a simple capture zone. Let's see if we can kill the turret, shall we? Because that would be nice if you can do that, please, Decker.
Copy that.
Of course you can with your,
One less turret.
like, super cannon.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contacts inbound.
Is that a flea? That is a flea. Oh my god. I feel like these 20-tonners might have bitten off more than they can chew, but as I've said, you know, if the enemy wants to send knives to a gunfight, then I don't know. If they're sending fleas, I think it might actually be more like butter knives. Fleas are so annoying. These ones, meh. Yeah. Right, let's have a look. So we can take our move. We can
Waiting for orders.
use Decker to oh, look at that. That is Decker on a roadway. That's why Decker had 6 points of evasion before. It's because he's running on a road and he wasn't when he was only getting 5. So that gives him 210 damage, ignoring... Oh! Right, whatever. Stupid Decker. Stupid Decker and his overheating mech. Yeah, I haven't built that assassin terribly well. Because there I am thinking that I'm gonna melt some flea faces, and
Good to go.
yeah, that's not happening. Right, can you get eyes on that one? No, we can't get eyes on that one. Well, actually, we can. We can get eyes on that one if we use the jump jets on this, but then we're just going to kill it. So, I don't know. It might not be a flea. It might be a locust. Yeah, that's even more potent. I'm going to precision strike this and just see if we can take it out in one. There shouldn't be too much issue with that, to be honest with you. Yeah, there we go. Now, what we do about the flea, I don't know, because I can't see it. I can't believe I just ran Decker up there thinking I was absolutely going to melt that flea, ignore his evasion, ignore his braced, and then I just couldn't fire my gun because I'm too overheated. Right. Everybody brace. Everybody brace. Glitch, I'm going to get you
For ya.
to... In fact, Glitch, I'm going to get you to sprint because I would like you to be able to fire down there next turn. Because hopefully that flea isn't going to move too far now. All he's going to do is think, ah, look, I've got a target right for the picking in front of me. And then he's going to advance on it. Well, I don't think Decker's going to be firing anytime soon if he's getting extra heat. Oh, another spider. I don't know what's more of a threat there, actually. I think possibly the flea. The flea is clearly the bigger threat, isn't it? The spider is... Because obviously they don't modify any of their mechs. The spider is actually kind of shit, whereas that flea is punching far, far above its weight. Right. can he can't make it. Can he jump to make it? He can just jump to make it. Glitch can make it round the corner and score a hit. It doesn't actually matter how far she moves because she's got an extended range PPC, so we can just put shots on that wherever. Right, I'm gonna aim for this because right, go for it.
Successful delivery.
Torso destroyed. I probably, actually, has she got improved called shot? I think she has. I probably should have just gone for a headshot, but right. Decker, you can melee it. Look at him with his cool trainers. Oh wow, you're pretty shit at melee as well. That thing really is a one-trick pony, isn't it? Yeah, okay. And then you can just about get enough range to...
Engaging jump jets.
What are you going to shoot? Do we shoot that or do we shoot the spider? I think it might be an idea to shoot the spider. Precision strike him, center torso, turn everything on, and we'll see if we can hit from here.
All weapons committed.
See what I mean about the spider being a walking coffin? The thing is just absolute dog shit. You hit it with a stern look and the spider is dead. So it's no surprise that Ombra bit the dust. You know, I appreciate her showing up, but with a spider mech it would probably have been better if she didn't bother. In fact, I think the only useful spider mechs that I have actually seen have been the spotting ones in the campaign mission. Now, yeah, so they are actually supposed to be a physical death trap. If you get in one, it's a case of if it blows up, you're dying. Heads up, Commander, I'm touching down now.
Hostile eliminated.
Okay, why are you touching down now, and what is going on? What's happening? Do we need to get to that space? Where has she touched down? Capture the armory. Oh, there she is. Man, the Leopard is a good-looking sci-fi ship, isn't it? I mean, it is just such a dropship. You know, there's no confusing what it is. It's also a colossal piece of equipment as well. When you... Yeah, it's a colossal piece of equipment, yet it's only got 300 structure points and no armor. Yeah, okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. But I don't think it really matters. So, you can... What have I asked you to do? Have I done? Oh, okay. Right, you can just go there. I probably need to pay attention rather than faffing around with looking at the pretty scenery. Assassin, you can run to there.
On my way.
Do we all need to be in the capture zone? I don't think we do we? Just get to the end of the turn, capture zone. That's it, boss. The armory is ours. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go take a look at that Raven. I have to learn what I can about it before we can put it in the field. 2 heads are better than 1, Yang. I'll meet you in the mech lab. Study it quick, you two. We've got a limited window to support Bravo, Lance, and we need that Raven to do it. Roger that, Exo. We'll have it ready for them in no time.
Mission successful.
Yeah, I mean... it's a very cool looking dropship. I imagine. I imagined it to have more than 300 structure points, especially with the regularity which Sumire goes, oh, there's pirate ships approaching. Let me undock the Leopard and drive them off. And I'm thinking, don't we need the Leopard for things? You know, I wouldn't want to be taking it up against a pirate ship if it only had 300 structure points. Right, folks, I know I said that I would think about doing another mission, but actually it is late for me. I do need to do a bit of prep for work tomorrow, so I am actually going to end the stream. If there's a little bit of dialogue, we'll run through that, which there normally is. Let's just see what they say. Get rid of the Panther. Go away, Panther. Oh, consecutive deployment. Does it save in between? Or do I have to run that mission again? I wouldn't be surprised if you did. Let me just... I think I can probably deploy into it, make sure it's saved, and then come back and finish it up. What is the time? Is the time? Now I might. All right, you've talked me into it. I'll see if I can. See if I can brave the tiredness. According to the intel we found, Black Caldera's hardened R&D facility is protected by a phalanx of LRM batteries. Using the Raven's unique capabilities, you will protect Bravo Lance from these weapons while leading them to destroy the facility. Awesome. I have to control them, don't I? I don't just walk around in a Raven. Come on, loading screen, you can do it.
Command interface initiated.
Whoa. The cities in this are very cool looking as well, very futuristic looking. This is it, Commander. The Black Caldera facility should lie just ahead of us. Guess it's time to see whether the Raven's anti-IDF. I mean, I hope that's not what that acronym normally stands for. The Raven's anti-IDF capabilities are everything they're cracked up to be. If they aren't, this is going to be a short trip. It'll work. The great houses wouldn't all be fighting over this indirect fire. Thank you. Wouldn't all be fighting over this prototype if it were a dud. Now I say that we get in there and blow that facility to hell, and that we do it in Ombra's name. I don't believe it shoots down missiles. I believe that the missiles can't shoot at you because they can't target you, because it's basically ECM. Best of luck, Bravo Lance. When the job is done, I'll be waiting to bring you home.
Good to go, Commander.
Ooh, I've updated your command console to support the Raven's advanced technology. Commander, you're good to go. Wow, I can see why everyone's after this prototype. Tech like this could reshape the battlefield if deployed properly. According to the Black Caldera Data Archive, the Raven is equipped with two components that make up its electronic warfare suite. The first component is ECM, short for Electronic Countermeasures. ECM creates a field around the carrier that impedes enemy weapon locks. The ECM's range is indicated by a dotted ring and visible energy field around the carrier. All friendly units within the field gain missile defense. They can't be targeted for indirect fire and are very difficult to hit with missiles, even in direct line of sight. Friendly units within the field also gain a stealth charge. They are effectively cloaked and cannot be targeted with any weapons. The ECM carrier receives a second stealth charge. The ECM field can be countered by close-range visual confirmation. One stealth charge is subtracted when an enemy unit enters the ECM field, and for each enemy unit in the ECM field at the start of a new round. Units with no remaining stealth charges are targetable by direct fire. Sensor lock removes all stealth charges from the targeted unit. Sensor locked units also lose their missile defense and are targetable by all weapons fire. If a cloaked friendly unit fires a weapon or uses activated abilities, it loses one stealth charge. Stealth charges are replaced for units with a friendly ECM field if the carrier starts or ends its turn with no active enemy units in its ECM field. Oh my god, this goes on. The second component is an active probe. The probe behaves like an area of effect sensor lock on steroids. It's accessed via a new button on the carrier's weapon panel. Warning, firing the probe spikes heat and it must cool down after use. Active probe radiates a pulse that reveals enemy units, makes them easier to hit. As an added bonus, active probe will shut down ECM carrier's capability. Affected units also have their sensors impaired, interfering with the targeting systems. Wow. That was a line of text, wasn't it? Right. Mr. Raven, tell me, what the fuck are we doing here? Right, so we are heading for this lot via the Black Caldera Garrison. Brilliant. Now, the first time I saw the ECM unit in a field was when somebody else was playing it on stream. And they happened to get hit by a stray shot, which destroyed the ECM torso. And I'm like, yeah, that was kind of hilarious, to be fair. Right. Also, let's not go near anything that explodes, because I've seen that happen as well. I also need to be really freaking careful with that, because as you can see, I can only just get this Griffin into his zone of fire. So, and the Trebuchet can, well, the Trebuchet can just make it there.
Confirmed.
The Javelin's all right, that's fine. Yeah, I've got to be really careful with that. I probably need to get them to move those guys first and then move the Raven. Okay, right. And this is apparently on this panel. I'll have, oh, there we go, active probe ping. Right, I see. So Conqueror is in the slowest mech, I believe. No, the Trebuchet is the slowest one, isn't it? So we're going to move that up. We can probably get that to here. Do they gain their stealth charge?
Affirmative.
Whether I move them into the field
Sensors.
by moving the Raven up, or, oh man, this is complex. It's too much for me. I can't keep up with it. Right, so you can then move here. And then the Javelin can move with inside your... Fuck's sakes.
Standing by.
There we go.
Aye, aye.
Right, so it doesn't matter that the bubble moves over them, it's just as long as they're inside it. Okay, cool. Right, what have we got? We've got a 50-tonner over here. We have a 60-tonner vehicle. Now, they did warn us that there were LRM carriers, that there were missile turrets. I wonder if it might be a good idea to try and stay out of the range of those LRM turrets, which would probably mean coming all the way... No. We could go through there, but I'm not sure that I want to. I think it's probably a good idea... Shit, I don't actually know what the best way to handle this is. I think we basically want to reserve down, because unless they've got sensor pings, which they've got turrets, so they might have sensor pings. Right. If they move out and fire, and then I move the bubble back over them, do they regain their stealth charge? Because if so, that's extremely abusable. Right.
Receiving you.
Vizcatcher, or whatever your face is, we are going to move you... If they fire first and then the ECM is applied, yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. So I can move here.
Copy that.
Fire him and then move the ECM back over him, and he should. So he's revealed. He can boost his precision with a shot here at, I don't know, it's a trebuchet. Just okay, I mean that's a thing. And then when I hopefully move the
Ready to get it on.
when I hopefully move the... Oh, he can't actually... How come his LRMs can't make the shot? Weird. Is he the guy who's spotting it? He might be the guy who's spotting it, actually. Let's move
Ready for orders.
Peregrine up to here. Then he will hopefully be the guy who's spotting it. Oh no, there's... I don't actually know who's spotting that, because... Well, I don't actually know what's going on. Right, Conqueror, can you move and fire at him? No, you can't. Okay, I don't know why. But you're going to move to there.
No problem. On my way.
And then I'm going to run the ECM back over the lot of them and hopefully reapply it.
Commander. Got it.
No, it looks like they don't still get the ECM. Because he hasn't got his stealth charge. Cool. Right, couple of 60-ton vehicles there, which do strike me as probably being LRM carriers. Right, reserve down. Let's let that medium mech move. No, we're still reserving down. Oh, that's right, we cold shotted it, so it's lower on the table. And reserve down again.
The shot.
Okay, so yeah, we need to get the hell out of Dodge if we're going to move him. Ah, the default works differently than this mod then. Been too long. Yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly saying that I blame you for that. Oh, hang on, no. He's got his stealth charge again now, so I don't know whether that's... Ah, it's... Yeah, does it get applied at the start of the turn? Oh, I don't know. Who knows? Right.
Standing by.
Let's do the same thing again, I guess.
Moving to position.
They can only target it with direct fire. It still can't be targeted with indirect fire. So we can continue to just blast away with him. Oh, one of his missile launches is arm mounted, isn't it? That's why it gets a 5% boost. Let's see if we can take that arm off. Right. Oh, we've got another 50-tonner. What is that one? Oh, they did say trebuchets, didn't they? So that would make sense again.
Receiving you.
Right, the Javelin needs to move up. The Javelin needs to move up, I said.
Heading out.
And then we'll brace.
Yes, Commander.
Ah, Conqueror, you've learnt how to fire your missiles. Excellent, well done. Nothing's going to actually get line of sight on them here, is it?
Locking in coordinates.
So we are fairly safe to do that.
Firing on sight.
And then
Yes, Commander.
Medusa can move up and cover them all in big sexy ECM cover.
Moving out.
Right, and brace up again. There we go. Right, let's see what the enemy does with that. So you can effectively, you can kite with this. You can keep moving around and kiting them, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's the be all and end all of it. It's a good strong defense, but you have to have,
Yes, Commander.
Ready for orders.
so like none of these pilots have sensor lock, so you're reliant upon the active probe, which there's a 4-round cooldown and generates 50. Actually, I'm not reliant upon the active probe because he can sensor lock, so I can just sensor lock and then elite pilot him. But shit, and then I have to make sure that he stays within range of these guys, otherwise they're not going to be able to catch up. Oh man, there's a lot to there is actually quite a lot to think about with this, which is actually really nice, because it's not all that the game is not all that tactical at times, but this actually adds a much deeper layer to the game. Now we could try and burst him down. Medium laser, SRM, he'd be in range of sight. We could try and burst him down without using our sensor ping, but then anyone who gets caught by that coming round the corner could be direct fired. I think we should go for it. So I think these guys should actually go for direct fire on this nerd in his trebuchet. And then we'll put the indirect fire protection back on them. So, Conqueror, with your PPC,
Acknowledged.
you're going to go for it. Well, with everything, basically. Oh, 30% with an SR.
Time to unload.
I forgot what it was like when you're actually playing with ship pilots who can't target anything. I also forgot that I haven't reserved down.
Commander.
I have mostly reserved down, that's fine. So, oh, not if they're LRM carriers, it's not. Shit. Yep, I need to cover him up.
Waiting for orders.
Otherwise he's going to get pasted.
On it.
Hopefully the Raven doesn't actually... Oh, mind you, he's got stealth charges, isn't he? And he is just... If he moves into my bubble, then I'm fucked. But, okay, right. Shoot that. Oh, he's taken, like, no damage in that. I wonder if we could just hope for an LRM crit. You know, ammo to go off. It's not ideal, but
His armor.
did I just get sensor locked? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. So one of their turrets must be able to send. Okay, I think that's pretty much game over then, isn't it? Potentially.
Aye, aye. On my way.
Fire everything at him, please.
Copy that.
Yep, here it comes.
Is that all you got?
Yeah, I wouldn't get too cocky. They've got more of them.
Orders. Position confirmed. Roger.
What did they actually shoot there? I thought...
Damage minimal.
Yeah, I rather think I haven't slept enough for this, because that is really frustrating.
Not much armor left in that location.
No. And then here comes more LRMs. It doesn't give you much warning about there being sensor locks out there. So one of their turrets, unless it was, I don't think we saw that mech move. So something sensor locked us. And considering we've got dog shit pilots who can't hit anything, we can't kill the one that's got visual on us, or that we've got in visual. I don't actually know. With these pilots, I don't actually know how you go about winning this. And I need to move before he does, because otherwise he's going to get in and be able to see everyone. It's a bit of a tricky one, to be honest with you. I don't know quite what to do with it. I'm also not sure that I particularly want to play through the rest of this mission. Listen, I don't normally do this, like bug out halfway through a mission. I thought I was going to do it. I always like playing a slow tactical burn. Drag them away from the turrets, take them out one by one. It can take a bit. Yeah, I think that's probably the ideal solution to this one, is to, you know, take it nice and slow, do what we were doing where we were doing a creeping advance, or rather a creeping run away from them, while still maintaining visual or a sensor lock, without getting sensor locked in return. I think that is probably the way to do it. As I say, I wouldn't normally bug out on a mission halfway through, but I am actually starting to flag. It's been a real long weekend. I've had a brilliant one, and I hope you guys have had a good one too, but I need to get to bed. I have to be adult about it, and I do have to get up for work in the morning. So hopefully you'll catch us on the next one, where I will be continuing this mission. And if I can't continue this mission, I'll be restarting this mission, hopefully with all of my structure not exposed. In fact, I think I'll probably restart it anyway. Really appreciate everyone dropping by tonight. If you like what you've watched, please do drop me a follow on Twitch or a subscribe on YouTube. It really does mean the world to me, and it helps me develop the channel. Until the next time, where we go a little bit further with the post-campaign mission and explore a bit more of this flashpoint, and hopefully get ourselves a Raven. I do love a Raven, and I think a Raven would be really nice to put into a quick, fast lance. Although the base game doesn't really support light lances terribly well. I think maybe we are running out of the base game, and we will have to check out some of the mods at some point. Anyway, that's for a later date or another stream entirely. So I will see you then. Take care, folks. Good night.